Okay, so I got these stumps right here taken out. Now I got a great big hole and some really undesirable dirt going on here. I think where we're sitting here, where they want to put the building, I think this is all the spoils from when this building was built. Anyway, so what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to continue raking this here back and putting it over there in that corner. And then I'm going to come up and around this side and start pulling this stuff up the hill there, because we got to clear all that back there as well and clean it up. So I'm just going to work this brush up the hill, clear this whole entire hillside here off. That way, once I got my grades figured out, I can just take this entire hill and pull it out into here and build a big pad. You ready to go home? Sure. Okay. Getting too dang hot. Yeah. The machine's even starting to say it's time to quit. So, this old girl is starting to warm up. Her hydraulics are starting to go real slow. So, it's pushing every bit of about 90 out here right now, which at the time of the day it is, it's only going to get a little bit hotter, but the wind's starting to kick up. And we're working out here in this brushy stuff. So last thing I want to do is start a fire off the tracks or something and have it just take off. So we're going to call that a day. Tomorrow when I get here, I'm going to go around. There's a road back up here. I'm going to take all this stuff and stack it kind of on the other side of that road and finish clearing off behind that big pine. And then I'm going to come in with the clean out bucket, and I'm going to pull all the topsoil up that hill and just skim all the stuff off the top of it, and get a couple of really good grade shots going out here to figure out just what we got going on as far as ground. I know I had to bring it up over here on this side quite a bit, and over here I'm going to have to cut it down. So he wants the building to be sitting right in here, so that's what we're gonna do tomorrow. We're gonna get hardcore on to getting this pad whipped up. But the bad part about it is this dirt is not very good dirt. Not very good dirt to be putting a building on at all. So I think it's just gonna be a pole building, which if that's the case, that's fine. This dirt will hold up to that. But if he tries to put a traditional building, I think it's gonna give him some problems. So I'm gonna have a little chat with him about that. Well, that's what I meant. My plan is just keep moving down this hillside, take all this stuff and throw it up here on the hill, because just on the other side of the hill here is a big open area that we're going to transfer a lot of this stuff to, so that we can pile it up to be burnt later. And that's phase 1 of the project. Phase 2 is I got to go around through here and do some cleaning and stacking, but then there's a big spot I got to clear over there and grade for a garden. And then there's about 5 acres right here I got to go through and clear and clean up. And then I got to widen the road out going down the hill. So we're going to be here for an easy week to 2 weeks. Let's hope I got the money in the account to be able to afford the fuel after all these freaking breakdowns we've been having. This track repair right here was equivalent to 2 tanks of fuel. So, all right. We'll catch you guys mañana. 3.5 tubes of grease later. The machine is finally greased. Holy crap, this thing takes a lot of grease because it's all clapped out. All them pins are shot. So, Okay, if I could get a day in on this machine, a whole day, where I didn't have to turn a wrench, that'd be magnificent. But not the case. Seems like every day I gotta work on it a little bit. This time it was the fuel lines coming off the injector were starting to loosen up and leak. So this is where I'm at. I cleared around the big pine tree. I was gonna knock it over after lunch, but if you notice, the wind is blowing and that thing is rocking and rolling pretty good. So that's gonna be a first thing in the morning deal. So what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna kind of get up on the hill and I'm gonna pull all this topsoil back and get it up there on that road. And then when I'm done that, I'm gonna actually start moving dirt and get this one whipped out. Okay. In that case, it paid to be observant. I was over there and I swung around kind of like that. Notice there was a wet spot on the tracks. So as I got done eating, I popped the hood. Gotta take a look. At first I found where the substance was leaking. I determined it was fuel. So based off of that, I popped the hood and noticed that there was fresh fuel on one of the injector lines coming off the injector pump. So Cheers. End of another day. I am completely covered in dirt. I have got to get that front window cleaned off or something so I can start running with it shut, because man, oh man, I am destroyed. So is the inside of that cab. So this is where we stand at the end of the day. I got some fairly decent dirt worked out that way. I think I got the pad about half constructed out there as far as where the fill is concerned. I've been taking some of this OK stuff and casting it out there, and then walking the excavator back and forth across it, and then cast some more out there and walk the excavator back and forth across it. Now here's the thing I just started thinking about is I'm probably overthinking the whole dirt situation right there a little bit, because it's not like we're coming up feet and feet and feet where your compaction factor is going to be huge. We're coming up about 1.5 feet. That's about it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to compensate just a little bit. I'm going to bring it up. I'm going to shoot for going over grade just a little bit, and I'm going to let the builder know what I did, that I'm trying to compensate for the eventual settling just a touch. But I'm going to kind of go over just a little bit, and then because the building is going to go over here. This over here is going to be virgin dirt, and when I ran grade over there on that side, that over there shot grade all the way down. So it's just this itty bitty little trough right here that we're filling in, and it's really not that deep, to be honest. So I'm probably getting a little too crazy with the whole entire dirt situation. So tomorrow what I'm going to do is, first thing, I'm going to bring the saw with. First thing, that tree is going to be one with God, and I'm going to try and shove it out that way when the wind's not blowing. And then when that's done, I'm going to come up here and grab all this nasty crap and peel it back over there after I clear that little spot back over there out. And then I'll just start grabbing what's here and working out that way with it, because we're going to have this here filled up within probably half of an hour tomorrow. But as I'm bringing that good dirt back, I can put it off over into here and get this out over here filled up real good. So the 160 did good today. There's just a couple little things, a leaky fuel line, so, but she did do good. I know I bitch about it quite a bit, but I am very happy with the machine. And I'll tell you what, guys, after years and years and years and years and years of having to always rent something, it is so nice to just be able to say, hey, this thing here is mine. I mean, it's going to be rough for the next few months as we swallow the cost of purchasing it and make that up and make up the repairs and the downtime that we have had. But that's not on anybody. That's not on New Tech. That's not on either Jason. That's not on the people that we bought it from. She's an old machine. She's 20 years old. I mean, you know, that's just the way of it. So I'm happy with it. Like I said before, it does feel really, really good to have my own machine on doing my own work and not be sitting here swallowing a rental bill. So as soon as we kind of get caught up on some stuff and get caught up on the bills and get caught up on, not caught up on bills as far as, you know, we're behind or anything, but you know, just get sitting. I mean, we had to dig pretty deep and go into quite a bit of debt just to be able to get this thing. So, you know, we wheeled and dealed to get it, and you know, that was all New Tech, making sure that we could get into our own machine, which we're deeply appreciative of that. I wish there were more dealerships in the country that dealt the way they do. They kind of, it feels like they have a philosophy of try to do whatever you can to help a little guy succeed. And you know, they're not give them everything, but you know, if there's a chance that you can give them a chance, then it feels like they give you the chance, and nobody else would. So that's where I get off on that, and I just wish there were so many more dealerships that were like that. So I did call them today to try and see if they could order up a couple of track adjusters or fittings for this thing, and guess what? It's Labor Day. So you guys are going to watch this after Labor Day, but I hope everybody had a good Labor Day, drinking beer and barbecuing and stuff. So I am going to throw everything in the truck, minus the laser and the rod. And then, well, no, I think I am going to throw the laser and the rod in because there's somebody else here working. So anyway, if you've made it this far, and you liked the video, consider smashing that like button. It does help us out, and it helps out the channel, and it appeases the YouTube algorithm. If you don't want to miss out on any of our adventures, I'd consider subscribing. And then, like I said, cheers. We'll see you guys tomorrow.